You'll learn. Right? You don't have spidey senses yet, but you'll learn that there are just some signs that this is going to be a problem. I have clients, I just know it's not going to be a good fit. People come to me and they tell me what their problem is, they tell me what they need help with and stuff. Like when I do sales training, like tomorrow when we're having the mastermind, there's no slides, there's no script, there's no anything. That's the way I work. But some people just, that left brain, I need to know, you know, at 15 minutes after 11, what are we going to be doing? Talking. That's what we're going to be doing. I can't tell you exactly what we're going to be doing. Those kind of people, we don't work well together because they need all this scheduling and stuff. It just doesn't work for me. So, and I'll tell them it's not a good fit. Matter of fact, when I'm meeting with a new client, the first thing I say is, let's talk about what you need. And let me see if I'm the right person to get you there. Which is a trust line. But it's a true line. Because if I'm not going to take your money. I turned down the most money ever for speaking and training that I ever would have had. Even to this day, it was years ago, because I wasn't the right guy. And I knew what their budget was. And their budget was way higher than my speaking fee. But I wasn't the right guy. And I kept telling them that. And they said, well, my daughter works for a wedding venue, and she's seen you at Wedding MBA, and she's read your books, and she gave you a book, and I read your book. And I said, well, I'm not even available on that date. We can change the date. I'm trying to tell you no. And I finally just referred to other people. I had to say, I really appreciate this. I am not the right fit for you. And my integrity says, I can sleep at night, because that's not money I lost. It was never mine to have. You can't satisfy the results, what they want, and their budget. The results they want is what you're selling. Not your products, not your services. You're selling results. If you can't satisfy the results they want in their budget, you'll get the 3-star review doing everything you're supposed to do, because they're not happy. You ever hear champagne on a beer budget? Some people understand when they buy beer, they get beer. Some people still wanted champagne. I don't care if it was that one that called itself the champagne of beers. It wasn't. Right? It was beer. And they're not going to be happy that they didn't get champagne because they paid for beer. You don't want that customer because you're going to do everything you're supposed to do, and they're not going to be happy. See, I want you to sell from the top down, not the bottom up. Top-down selling is selling to the results, not the budget. And tell them how much it is. Ask for the sale. If it's too much, take things away to come down. Everybody knows Jenga. You all know the game Jenga. Top-down selling is Jenga. Right? So everything they want is a block in Jenga. And you build the Jenga that they want. When you build the Jenga that they want, you say, and this is how much it is, should we get started? And they say, whoa, that's way more than our budget. I said, I understand. But you said you wanted this, right? Yeah. Okay, well, that's what it costs. Should we do it? You don't immediately lower your price. You don't immediately take things away. You say, this is what you asked for. Right? Like that, what's the show? Property Brothers. Right? Right? The budget is this, the house they want is this. They don't apologize. They say, well, this is what you asked for. That's what it costs. So then, if it's too much, you start taking things away. Change maybe the date or the guest count or some of the features, right? You start taking away. Well, Jenga's can have holes in it, and they're still standing. But if you pause, it means you can't satisfy the budget and the results. It's not your customer. And you walk away and find somebody else who hasn't said no yet, who's already inquired, and you follow up again. So your action steps. Reply as quickly as you can. That means exactly what it says. So like right now, you're not checking your email yet, right? Okay, you do that during the break. Reply as quickly as you can. Sometimes they inquire at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. They inquire at 7 o'clock at night and you're reading your child a bedtime story. Read the story. Don't read the email. Reply as quickly as you can. Be more patient. Slow down, right? I go to the bar, I don't know, would you like to get married? I say, is this seat taken? Earn the right to ask for a call or meeting. Tell them why they should get on a call or meeting. I have some great ideas for your wedding I'd love to share with you, but I'd love to hear yours. Can I give you a quick call now, or is later today better? Tell them why they would get on the call. Use links and attachments only after having a conversation. Yes, here's a link to that video. Yes, here's a link to that review. Yes, here's a link to that. Don't start with that because you're sending them away. And follow up at least one more time. And I'm not gonna ask how many times you do it. If you're only doing one now, do two. If you're doing two, do three. If you're doing three, do 4 or 5. Whatever it is, just add one to whatever you're doing. If it doesn't work, what did you lose? Nothing. If it does work, what did you gain? Profit. And then, follow up again. Because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Thanks for listening.
Three things real quick. Well, the third thing is lunch is ready, but give me a second. I'm gonna sit. Somebody over here hungry? First of all, when Alan talks about these funny replies, you might think, man, they're kind of funny. They work. I use them. I love the popcorn one. I use that a lot with brides. I would always get a reply. Not always a booking, but I'd always get a reply. But I told you also to do bridal shows and wedding shows. And I tried this once on a vendor who inquired about the wedding shows, and I replied back with the information. Didn't get a reply back. And I replied again, didn't get a reply back. Like 5 times they didn't reply back. They're the ones that want the information. So I tried the popcorn one, kind of changed it around for wedding shows. Honest, sitting on my computer, I had a reply in less than 5 minutes, a contract, and payment in full. These work. Try them. The worst thing you do is not reply to you. They worked for me. The second thing, we had a question earlier about the knot. I told the gentleman in the back that I would address. I kind of have a different opinion on the knot. I was on the knot for a very, very long time with my photography business and before that. I've given the knot many thousands of dollars. You know what that's like. You know, let's give them $1,000. Right? No, right. Started with the free ad, went with the cheapest ad. Then paid more to get on the second page, then paid more to get on the first page, added the highlight bar, finally paid top dollar to get in the top 6. At the most, the leads I got paid for the ad, at the most. And so I decided, this is just too much money. It's too much. I show a lot of bridal shows. That's where I get most of my business, and a lot of business from venue referrals. I just want to write over thank you to Loveland for all those venue referrals over the years. You know what I'm talking about. And so I called the knot, and I said, you know what, this just isn't doing it for me. I need to cancel my ad or do something. And they said, well, what do you mean? I said, I'm looking here, I only have 2 weddings booked from the knot. It's just not worth it. And she said, no, I'm looking here, and you have 19 brides that said they booked you. And I said, bull, I just don't. What do you do? I said, great, tell me the names. Oh, we're not allowed to do that. I said, then I'm not going to believe you. I mean, you said you got 19 brides. She gave me the names. Every single one of them had me booked. I thought, but they didn't tell me that. Then I realized what was going on. They were using my ad as a research tool. They heard of me somewhere else. They looked at me up on the knot, maybe saw somewhere else, and then when they contacted me, said, oh, we saw you at the bridal show, or we got your name from a venue, whatever. They never mentioned the knot. So I decided to go ahead and keep the ad, because I thought if they're using me for a research tool, that's important. So then I filled my knot page with photos and videos and more content, because typically more content than even my website, because they were going there for that. I did reduce my ad to a cheaper one, because I thought, okay, if I'm not getting new leads, then I don't need to be in that top page. But if they research my name, they search for me on there by my name, they will find me, and they will find my ad on there. So I kept it on until just recently I retired, and I did cancel it, although you can still find it. When you cancel it, it's like they don't take you off. I'm on there. They get rid of the free ads. I think they only got 3 pages of photographers. But if you search my name, you can still find it. So I just have a different take. A lot of people say the knot doesn't work, that they're garbage leads or spam leads, maybe. But I use it as a research tool and had a lot of success with it. I kind of feel, and you may have a different opinion, I feel that there are so many new businesses popping up, new photographers, new DJs, just flooding Facebook. It seems like a new venue opens up every day for some reason. So to all that clutter, I feel like if you're not on the knot or the wedding bar, will the bride consider you a legitimate business? If she finds you somewhere, or he finds you somewhere, and they look on there, I can't find them on the dot. Are they legitimate? Are they new? Fly by night? What are they? So I felt, at a minimum, have a free ad on there. It may not pop up when they see it, but if they research your name, they're going to find you. Just my opinion on it. Our lunch is ready. It's out in the hallway. You can bring, what we're going to try to do too at the end, towards the end of the lunch, before the next presentation, we're going to kind of have what we're going to call our pro panel. Have a bunch of people up here for the bit of business a very, very long time. Any questions you want to ask, general questions, specific questions, what have you, that's what we're going to be here for. But anyway, lunch is right out there in the hallway. You can bring it back here and eat, or the room right next here, Sequoia 2. You can go in there, there's some tables, round tables, you can sit in there. All lunch, soft drinks, everything. It'll be out till about 1 o'clock, I think. So go have some lunch and network with each other and enjoy it. Be back in here, I guess, around 1 o'clock or so.
Do you know where they started out?
It's pretty good. Yeah. Better acted a lot of what I said yesterday. I'm like, okay, I might be doing things wrong here.
Last work trip, like right before my birthday, got us all sick for a week. I had a birthday.
There's nothing around here.
No, there's so much. Are you kidding me? You're like,